Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's kind of late right now. It's like 2 in the morning, but I just really want to get a video out about this today, so I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. And I forgot to put the backdrop up. Oh, what's up guys, ShinyHunterDestroyer here, and welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a while. Crazy how I didn't even know I was really going to make this video, but here we are. Today I'll be talking about the newest special trailer that we got of Pokemon Journeys that has been our sneak peek into something called Project Mew. Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to make this video because I don't know if I had anything to add about this trailer, and I don't want to, say things that you've all heard before already. But then I said whatever, school can wait. I'm going to make this video. So here we are. Project Mew is actually a whole new arc that has been introduced to us in a very special trailer that hypes us up for many things, such as new characters appearing, old characters reappearing, Oshawott, and much more excitement jam-packed into assumingly one arc, Project Mew, focusing solely on the goal of encountering and maybe capturing Mew, and I tried to capture Mew that one time if you didn't remember. The whole gist of it is that Professor Oak has set up a team that would be searching for Mew, and obviously the researchers from the Cerise Laboratory, Go and Ash, are invited to come along, and of course, they won't back down from that. What makes this super exciting is not the concept of this arc entirely, but also everything they are introducing in this arc, and those things I will talk about in this video, because I think that, I don't think that I have much to say, but if you value my opinion, here you go. Let's just go down the list. The first part I want to touch on immediately is how this is all set up. Back with Professor Oak, and crazily enough, Gary too, as we saw him a bit in the trailer, finally confirming that he is indeed here. We've known that he was going to make a return for a while now, but, finally seeing it become a real thing makes a lot of people, including myself, super excited. Here, I want to just say, just watching that trailer, I think it's safe to say that they didn't go for full nostalgia with Gary and instead stuck to continuity. Just that alone makes me excited for Gary to make his return because it deflects my largest fear that Journeys would do, ruin characters for the sake of continuity. But alas, Journeys isn't like that. Besides that though, I don't really have much to say on the Gary and Oak situation here, besides I'm super excited to see them again. We also saw Ash's old Pokemon at Oak's lab, and one, Oshiboyo made his appearance. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. He's such a baby. Oh my gosh, I love him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. But speaking about old Pokemon, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, or the monkey, Infernape. So important that he actually got his own section on my script. Good for you, Infernape. Okay, so honestly though, I say that, but I don't really have much to say besides I'm surprised. I didn't think Ash would ever get to use his old Pokemon. I'm excited to see Infernape in Journeys for sure, but as much as that's exciting, Ash has 6 new Pokemon that are now gonna have spotlights stolen from them. And that begs the question, how is the Infernape situation gonna work? I doubt it's gonna be just a 1 episode thing, but are they just gonna replace one of Ash's Pokemon? Just like that? It worries me because they already struggle to fit in Ash's current Pokemon to get adequate screen time, so I'm skeptical on the decision of bringing Infernape back. It's still super hyped to see Infernape though, and to all the people that are happy about it, I'm happy for you guys. Seeing this just makes me believe Journeys is really putting an effort to bring back old memories to the anime like we always thought for Journeys, so they can build on it, and hopefully with that, it can pull more people to the anime, which is hopefully the end goal. Enough about that though. It's time to talk about the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor. Obviously, I think I can say more about Crown Tundra than the Isle of Armor, but I think these parts of Journeys is what I was waiting for the most. Looking at the outfits of Ash and Go alone in some scenes, I think it's safe to say that Crown Tundra is going to have its own appearance and representation in Journeys, which means something really important. It's another part of the anime that I can overanalyze, and, I can also connect it with the games. I'm so smart. I'm so big brain. Anyway. I think it will be really cool to see how they connect all of Crown Tundra with Project Mew. If they include legendaries like the regional birds and the Reggies, for example, like we saw Regice in the trailer, I think that can connect well to just being like stepping stones, or I guess clues to where Mew has gone, just like how you had to during the Crown Tundra in the Sword and Shield games. On the contrary, we have the Isle of Armor, which I actually don't have much to say about it. What we've mostly seen from it is Urshifu, who actually wasn't even owned by any of our main characters. Instead, Tsurugi, one of the new characters that we'll be touching on, is the one that owned Urshifu. I've been getting some people asking me if I thought Ash would get a Kubfu, and not only do I think that won't happen, but I also think that it would be a bad idea. Not only do we already have Tsurugi with Urshifu, but also I mentioned Ash's team not getting screen time, and another extra Pokemon would make it even harder, so I don't think that would be a good idea for Journeys, even if it did happen. And we already got Riolu and Lucario, so... Speaking about Urshifu though, Tsurugi was the one who owned it, and him along with Asahi are the two new characters that we have laid our eyes on this trailer. Super interesting characters because they're also going through this Project Mew adventure. What makes them join along? What are their motives? Many more questions are left unanswered, and I don't really know what to say about them, but I really love their designs. I like their designs, and in the end, I think they will help with the tone of episodes. And now we can get to our three characters, Ash, Chloe, and Go. First, I'm going to talk about Go. We're getting a whole episode for his Flabebe, which is really interesting. And I don't really know what to expect from it, but I think it will make for something interesting. But more importantly, there is one Pokemon that is important to Go's team that I want to talk about. And more importantly, I want to talk about, development aspects with it right now. And that would be Go's Drizzile, who I'm going to talk about them for a bit right now. After its emotional episode, its future seems to lie in that cave it's going to stay in, and the trailer almost confirms that as well, as we didn't see Drizzile at all in the trailer. Not battling, not walking around, nothing. Yes, there is a chance we can see Drizzile, just it being in its Pokeball, but from what I can gather in my mind, it really looks like it won't be joining us in this adventure, or at least not much, which is actually really sad to me. As much as that makes sense in the grand scheme of things, Drizzile right now is a big part of Go's development, so I really hope something is able to fit in. I think big things can happen if Drizzile is here, but it could also be a bad idea depending on how much they really are trying to fit into Project Mew. That's because I feel like Drizzile being out and about wouldn't make too much sense unless it was a new developing moment for Drizzile. With that, I don't think Drizzile will be here because, well, there's just too much to fit into Project Mew right now to have more development for Drizzile. If Drizzile does appear, though, I mean, big arc means big evolution like Cinderace, right? Please don't. And I mean, we're going to be getting Go's Grookey anyways. Sabo didn't play too much of a big role back during the Darkest Day, so I doubt Grookey will play too much of a role during this arc, but I did see the scene where Grookey and Eevee were being cute, and if those two become really good pals, I'm going to be so happy! Okay, now with Go out of the way, we have Ash and his continuation in the Pokemon World Championship. Most notably, his battle to make an attempt to enter the Hyperclass with Champion Iris. And yes, Champion Iris! Woo! That is one thing I can say, because as much as people didn't like Black and White too much, I think I'm super excited for this. Just mention Silent once. Just mention Silent once. Just mention. It's evaluation time. I get to say that. I'm sorry. For real, this battle will be interesting because it's Ash's attempt to get into the Hyperclass, and this time he'll be up against a champion. Not much to add on Ash's part there, but on Iris's part, oh man, am I happy. I'm super glad they went this route with, her being a champion and all, because I think when the episode comes around, it'll be a great episode to just witness Iris's growth, since the last time we saw her, she was going towards her dream of being a Dragon Master. Hopefully the battle will deliver, because it's a hyped matchup that thankfully is going to give Dragonite, a Pokemon that really hasn't had too much screen time, more screen time as well, so I'm super pumped for this. And now, by far, my favorite topic in Journeys right now, you had a few frames during the preview, but I still want to talk about it. Chloe and Eevee. As much as I want to say Kaharu. Chloe and Eevee seems to be joining the boys in some way, which is super exciting. Maybe not in the dangerous situations like the Crown Tundra, but we saw her a few times in the trailer, so I can say that she's going to be here in some way. What this means is that we get to see more development in a more fleshed out arc. We get to see more growth for both these two relationships as they continue their own journey in searching for their own future. I bet they're going to have some encounters that will stick with them, maybe not even a new evolution, but something even more special. Thinking about it, I think they could do lots of things if they decide to do more with Chloe and Eevee during Project Mew. After all, we did leave off on their stories just as they started to pick up some steam, so maybe we're gonna get some real insight of why Eevee won't evolve, more reason. Because as much as I want to believe that Eevee is saying heck no to evolution, Eevee didn't act like that at all, you know, when it was happening the first time we saw her. But also now with Chloe, Eevee is reluctant to make a decision as it wants to wait, just like Chloe is waiting for her own passion to find her. Something will find the both of them during this arc, I'm sure of it. And after all that talking, I'm here to my conclusion. Though there is a lot more to talk about in this trailer, in the end, I don't have the time to talk about it. I want to talk about my key points, and here we are, at the end. I'm super excited, seriously. From Gary to Infernape to even Koharu and Eevee. I said Koharu. I think that Project Mew offers many things that Journeys has been lacking. Things that we've longed for, such as old characters, and most importantly, an arc to overanalyze. I hope you guys are excited for it. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm setting the business back up, so hopefully I'll get some takers this time around.